In a previous video, we showed how to make a different club, to make different clubs on chess.com. So you could have your school players join the club and then be able to play games against each other. So this video will show how to set up one of those tournaments so your players in your chess club can play games against each other. First thing we're going to do is we're going to find chess club. I'm going to go connect and then go to clubs. It's also there too. We'll go ahead and choose which one we're going to do. We're just going to, if this was our group that we're going to be doing, again, we have the different playing groups, or maybe you just have one playing group. So let's say for this group of players, we're going to make the tournament so they can play games against each other. What you're going to do first is you are going to go down to Manage Club. You're going to select New Live Tournament. We'll create a new live tournament. It will come up with a box here showing the different types of it. We'll try to keep it simple. We're just going to leave it as Swiss right now, which means you're playing against people with the same record. I'm just going to give it a quick name. And this is the group that we are, oops, sorry, it's my speech management thing is working, doing its thing. Call it practice 7. This is which group that playing group that you're using. I would leave this just as standard. All these other times are all the different kind of fun, silly chess games you can do sometimes, but obviously that's when we want them to learn regular standard chess. We're going to leave it on this. The time control is going to completely matter on how long you have in your chess club and how long you want your students have to do it. 10 minutes means it's 10 minutes each side for how many, for each player. Again, you can make it custom to almost whatever you want, 60 minutes, 30 minutes. What these ones mean are, this means that first number, excuse me, the first number on the left means how many minutes. It is 15 minutes each side. And that second number, the 10 on it, means that the person has 10 seconds. If they make their move within 10 seconds, no time comes off the clock. Just like here is 3 minutes each side. And if a player makes their move within 2 seconds, no time comes off the clock. So again, lots of options. There's even a custom option where you can make it to a lot of different ones. The start date, you can make it for a date you want up to about a week beforehand, as you can see here. You can set it for that time. Let's say you're doing it at Wednesday at 2:30 each week, then you can go ahead and just several days before that, go ahead and set it. So the players can join well before the time. And so by the time it starts, it'll be ready to go. We're going to set this for near right now. So we can, you can set it up to, it has to have at least 5 minutes from the start of where we are right now for us to set it. So I'm going to set it here. 5 minutes ahead. If you want to put on rating minimums maximum, which probably most of the time you don't want to do, we'll just make this a little short tournament here. Maybe we'll just make a couple rounds. So again, how many rounds you have is going to depend on how, again, how much the length of how much time you have to play chess. Realize that if, for example, you have 10 minutes per side, so it could be a 20-minute round. If someone finishes very early, they get a 4-move scholar's mate on the other person, then they're going to have those people who finished in a total of 1 minute are still going to have to wait 20 minutes to play their next round. So they need to know that. Minimum, maximum, you can set that if you like. This is just how many minimum games the player has to play. I'm not going to set that. We don't really care about that. So I'm going to go ahead and create it. So now it's been sent out. And I'm going to pause this and show it what it looks like from the aspect of the players and how they can join onto this tournament now. So we are now under the player, showing what it looks like from the player's perspective. What they're going to need to be instructed to do is go to play. And in this upper left right-hand corner, I can get rid of whatever game they had before. And that's this upper right-hand corner, we're going to go to tournaments. Sorry, I got this out of the way. We go to tournaments. And this indicates the that it's a tournament from our group here. I'm going to double click on that, and just showing last name, we're going to go ahead and tell them to join. And so now they're set to join, and you can see in 2.5 minutes it's going to start. Maybe you tell them to log in a couple days before it starts, and so it'll show the start time and day and everything like that then too. And so that is what that's what they'll see on their end, and you'll have them join and be able to see which ones were able to join the tournament. As I'm back in my, now my window where I created this. I'm back the account showing the coaches screen there and showing I'm looking at the tournament here and seeing which players are registered. Again, I get to that by going to clubs and seeing that's the group that's having the tournament in it, looking at the upcoming events and clicking on it and seeing that starts in about 27 seconds. And there's only one person on there too, so it's actually going to end up being canceled probably because you got to have 2 players. So but that is how you start the tournament. That is how you can run the tournament from there.